All right, everybody should be here. Every single person is here, I think, hopefully. So if you can't already tell, I am incredibly tired right now. I don't know why, but my brain's not functioning ideal. Yeah, hello. What's up? Oh, what the hell? Cool. Let me just fix this real quick. Hi. You didn't know I was paper? I've been paper all along. But been my true identity. I don't get why this is slightly different in length. this particular window, I don't really get it. We're just gonna have a little bit cut off the top. You love Resident Evil 7? That would make sense considering your name. This? Realizing that it's probably a little lip at the top. Alright, anyhow. I probably could have gotten, like, coffee or something before streaming. But, yeah. You love wet tables? That's very strange. I never would have pinned you as a wet table guy. Let me get rid of this thing that I was making. So I am out of it right now. So I don't know how long we're going to be streaming for, but I will try to do some actual, art today. More specifically than that, I'm going to make the Hoog Pog emote that people have been feigning use of. I still don't know how a Hoog Pog really would work. It's not a facial expression he's good at making, but who knows? And all the music is good. Ethan Winters is the best character in Post-reboot 3. Ethan Winters. Yep. Knew him back in high school. Cool guy. Ethan Winters. It's awesome. I don't know who Ethan Winters is. Who's Ethan Winters? By the way, is the music good? Is the music, or not necessarily good, but is the music a good volume? What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? You're gonna have to be a little more specific than what the fuck. I'm assuming that the music is a good volume. I don't know. He's clearly the protagonist of Resident Evil 7 and Village. Oh yeah, those games where mold. Yeah, yep, mold. They ate mold in that game. Those games. I know Resident Evil. All right, let's just start off with some basic circle and work from there. Your room is mold. As somebody bridging the gap between Resident Evil and Rain World fandoms, would you call it mold or rot? Which one? Can be one or the other, but it cannot be both. That's what being a Resident Evil fan is like, existing in mold. I mean, knowing you, yeah, that sounds about right. That was mean. Okay. So let me grab a few reference images to make this a little bit easier. In Resident Evil, it's mold, and in Rain World, it's rot. Exactly. Which is why I ask you, which one is it? Now this image is relatively Pog-esque. I could probably take inspiration from this. Grab that. Put that there. What else? What else could I use? I think that's the best thing. Mold? You have decided mold. Got it. You will forever be known as the mold person now. Alright. So, let me also just grab an image of what Pog looks like. Pog. Not the toy. You know, I could hold on. That's two people that has called you mold person. I'm glad that I'm not the first person to do it. Why does everyone know you as mold? Because you introduce yourself as mold. What do you mean? All right. So this is the modern Pog emote. Oh. Holy shit. I didn't know I could do this, and it's fucking awesome. What is this that I'm doing? Oh. Can I do that with every one of my images? Hold on. Grab this. Holy shit. I can do it. I made him go backwards as well. Spinning the Pog. Yes. Alright, so. It is, I guess I could just try to recreate this emote. The thing is, this is very similar to this already. Like, these are effectively the same thing. I don't know if it would be that important to have another emote. Like a different emote that looks more like the Pog. I guess I could try, though. I don't know. Alright. So, let's start off with just some simple shaping of the Hoog face. Does that, and then it kind of in as so, like so. Then like that. That's the basic face shape. Now, obviously, this jaw is basically unhinged, so I'm gonna wanna just open that up a bit. Give him a direction with which he is facing. Okay. It's an unhinged jaw because it's a snake. That's not a snake. I'm sorry to say, but that doesn't look like a snake at all. That looks like a Komodo lizard. I could actually just what animal is Twitch Hog? Komodo dragon. Yes. You are wrong. I proved you wrong. Yeah. Yeah, it's a Komodo dragon. How? I mean, snakes have teeth. It'd be like this. That's a snake to you? No. It's a Komodo dragon. I'm sorry to say, but that's the truth. First non-frog thing you wanted on the shelf. Oh, okay. So you want a snake on the shelf? Because okay. Let me grab an image of a snake then. Snake, PNG. What kind of snake? A good snake, actually. Hold on. Snake. Any snake? Got it. Now this, I don't know if I can. Oh, come on. Keeps wanting to download stuff as WebP images, which are very annoying. All right, so this is what you wanted. This. And there we go. He'll be the same size as the Saint. The Saint towers over Solid Snake. Additionally, I do have an image of a snake that I can also put up there. Oh, it's a big image. What the fuck? Very, very high definition image of a snake. There we go. 2 snakes. Perfect. All right. So delete this. So we want it to kind of go like so. Solid snake and snake. Yeah. How does one draw the Hoog? Every time I try to draw him, I forget. What am I? Okay. Merge these down. There we go. Now, what I'm doing right now looks stupid because it is. But, trust me, it's going somewhere. I think. I gotta do like that. And that's his nose. And then, or that's not his nose, that's just the texturing around his nose. This is his nose. that, let's just do a very basic sketch. I've been filling up a new playlist for these streams, and a lot of the tracks that I've found that I like are incredibly short. So we're gonna be flipping through a lot of music very quickly. Specifically the Dredge music. Excellent game, excellent music, but most of it is like less than a minute long. We got his big old eyes. You should play Dredge. I would urge you to. It is a very enjoyable game. Got a lot to it. Alright, there we go. Other music. Classic Hollow Knight. Now, how does one make Hoog Pog? I guess just having him, trying to make him look excited out of his gourd would probably be the best way to do this. Hollow Knight, yes. Hollow Knight. I was gonna say something, but then my brain stopped. Yeah, I've played Hollow Knight on stream before. By before, I mean I beat the entire game start to finish on stream. Good game. Very, very good game. Excellent music. Ain't. Okay, so we gotta have this kind of move down behind the eyeball and continue out there. Then his neck kind of comes from there, like so. That's his neck. Okay, I gotta fix this nose because it's fucking up the overall look of this. His nose, like that? It's really tough to draw. Crazy. I wonder, can I just steal this nose? Yoink. Mine now. And slap it on there. Perfect! Not quite perfect. Okay, how do I do this? I do not have my wits about me. I don't know how to do things. A Pog Hoog? Yeah. I've been saying this. Every time somebody brings up the idea of adding an emote of the Hoog pogging, it's like he doesn't have the face for it. But I'm gonna try my best anyways. Because why not? Alright, right now I have his face very, very long. The length of this face is a little too much. This is a very good Rain World track. So if we do this, we'll get the same shape of, like, his lips, I guess? I guess those are his lips. So, and like so, I guess. And then we can have this go up and around as such. Fungus wastes. Fungal wastes. It says it right there. Right there. It's flipped for me, so when I point at the screen, it's pointing the exact opposite direction. But I have a monitor above me, and if I point at that, I'm pointing at the Hoog, which is funny. Alright. So we have this vaguely. Why am I pointing at the Hoog? He's up there. I don't know, just for the hell of it. What I might be able to do here, I'll just draw his nose front on. Like so. Not a particularly intricate nose, but it is difficult to draw at angles. So you did go like so. Clean it up a bit. Hoog looking at... Holy shit, floating nose. Holy shit. The nose. It knows. Alright, so we can do this, and then I'll just color it in. Okay, maybe I should be a little bit more careful with my coloring in. There we go. That's the Hoog's nose. And then we select it. We grab. And... okay, not like that. Not like that. It does need to get smaller. You know, I might have just drawn it correctly by default. Let's see. It's a little too small, but it's actually almost there. I mean, that looks like his nose. Let's around with this a little bit. Try to get it nice and... yeah. I'd say that works. Okay, what else? What else? So now, what we do is we're gonna take this as so, like so, kinda loop it around like that. Alright. I was saying before that most of the tracks in this playlist are very short. This one is like 8 minutes long. So, we're gonna... I might even just stop it halfway through, because it is a very long track. That looks not correct. There's something wrong about this. I gotta do that. But song. But song? I mean, it is a song. I'll keep it on if people enjoy it. I have ADHD. Crazy, I know. And when I listen to the same thing over the course of like a few minutes, my brain slowly but surely starts dying. So, yeah, that's why I can't sit down and watch movies very easily. Because I like it. Sit down, watch the movie for like 30 minutes, and I'll be like, I don't want to go through the rest of this. But you can't just stop in the middle of a movie. You can't just stop watching a movie in the middle of the movie. Otherwise, all the tension's gone. All the cool aspects of it kind of get de-intensified. Classic ADHD. Yep. It is my life. Okay. Quickly save this. Hoog. Pog. Now, he definitely can't open his mouth as big as this Komodo dragon. That shit's a little too wide. It's a little insanely wide. He would have to completely unhinge his jaw to do that. So we're not gonna do that. Instead, guess which streamer didn't make an announcement ping? I did! Oh! I forgot to click send. Okay, I said at the start of the stream, and I will reiterate, I'm very, very tired today. Hence why the stream might not last very long. Like, I am quite exhausted. But we'll see. We'll see. Yep. Classic me. It's a weird thing to say from the first person perspective. Oh man, you're gonna see me absolutely fuck up royally as I draw this and attempt to do it correctly. My brain is not gonna work. I mean, already I feel like, oh my goodness. Okay, so then his mouth kind of goes down like that. So that look about right? That looks about right. This is gonna be difficult. It is gonna be difficult. That's just gonna be the consequences of my own choices. Let's see. I might need to actually put the eyeball a little further back. Let's try this. It makes him look very interesting from this angle. Then again, I've always drawn him with his eyes bulging out the sides of his head, so I mean, you can see it on the animation, you can see it on this image right here. He kind of just has eyes bulging out the side of his head. Which might actually lend itself to the poggening. Right. You know what? This is alright. And then we just have it like... Oh, this might not be easy. If I do it... Because now he just looks like he's got his mouth open in the exact same way as this thing. I might need to make his jaw, like, unhinge. That might be what is necessary. Alright, let's see if I can pull it off without making it look awful. I mean, he is kind of just a cartoon guy, so... there's nothing really preventing him from unhinging his jaw. Alright, and... I'll worry about the look of the eyes afterwards. The echoes of the eyes. But first I just gotta make sure that this is correctly spaced and stuff. Like so. And now his jaw is just kind of a thing like that. it's not actually looking that bad. I say prematurely. Maybe for once I've actually started getting better at drawing. I suppose that's what drawing weekly will do. So. Alright. Let's go like that. Now, things the nose and stuff. Like, this has material that it needs to... Like, he's got another lip on the other side of his face. Oh yeah, I forgot I added this to the playlist. I was honestly, when I first heard this in Rain World, I was like really unimpressed because of the fact that it felt cliche. But later I figured out that I had only heard like half of the song. I'd only heard like 50% of the instruments playing at once. And when I listened to it all together, crazy as that may sound, it sounded good. So now it's in the playlist. And I feel like that might be the situation with a lot of the Rain World music. I'm not too interested in. Newish Watcher was on console. Yeah, do they have a timeline set for if Watcher is going to be on console? Because like I'd have to imagine Rain World itself is on console. This track is just good. They said it might be this year. Also, which console? There's a lot of consoles. Something I really like about this track in particular is its use of polyrhythms. Because you don't hear varied polyrhythms like this very much, or at least I don't. Maybe others listen to music that has a lot of varied polyrhythms. But it's a very, very unique way of creating music. Having descending or ascending notes just slightly offbeat from each other. There's those. I think that might be the end of the... Nope. Alright, we've still got more playlist to listen to. Now that's a hog. This thing right there. That thing right there. That's a grand hog. Grand hog. I'm good at spelling. Let me quickly Control S so that I don't lose progress. Grand hog. God. I've watched way too much Vine Sauce and Vargskella Thor. I suppose I should differentiate. They're very funny guys, and they've kind of just... They've added their humor to the amalgamation of various humors that I have in my brain at once. Alright. Let's try going from here, maybe? Comedy is good. Yeah. Yes, it is. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Well, this looks relatively correct. Relatively. Oh, that's the end of the playlist. I forgot. All right. Back to playing the more well-known stuff. Start with this one. Leon S. Kennedy's. Is that the Leon from Resident Evil? Is that Resident Evil? I don't know which game it is. I'm not a Resident Evil fan. But that's a guy from Resident Evil, though. I know that, I think. Gotcha. I'm so smart. Hello. Welcome to the stream, DR. Been a while. I haven't seen you in here for a little bit. Alright. So we do that, and then we can kind of... Yeah, there we go. We can kind of swoosh up this portion of the lip. There we go. You can't watch half the streams. Are you also in the situation where you can't join the Watcher streams because you're waiting for it to come out on console or something? Because if so, that's funny. Nah. But, yeah. Glad to see you in the chat. Is the music... I didn't mean to open NVIDIA. The music is going. You're waiting for two things. One, your friend gets to the Watcher, and two, for Rain Meadow to update for the Watcher. I see. So you wanna play Rain Meadow, or you wanna... I don't know if that's gonna be a thing that happens anytime soon, though. That would be the biggest concern, because of the fact that, like, the Watcher is very different from regular Rain World. Getting that multiplayer to work might be tricky. It'll happen eventually. I don't know. You never know when somebody, like a well-known modder, just kind of goes fuck it and doesn't do anything more, you know? They just ditch their project. Although I have a feeling other people would pick it up. There's no doubt that it'll get done eventually, but, you know. Yeah, that's fine. There. You love Expedition Rain World? I still need to try it. The thing about Rain World that I'm realizing is that it is very in-depth. And there's a lot of aspects of the game that I just haven't touched. And I won't be able to until I finish Watcher. I guess I could, like, I'm doing the challenges offline, so that's fine. But as for stuff like Expedition, it's a little bit less. I gotta get shit done before I can go do it. Watcher sadly is not on Expedition. That, to me, makes sense. That feels like that makes sense just for the game being how it is. Trying not to say spoilers or anything. But you know. I don't know. We'll have to see. Because it's very possible that it'll get added. Different. The Watcher is very different from regular Rain World. I will give you that. That's the reason why a lot of people dislike it, because it changes stuff up very drastically. I'm not gonna expand on it too much for fear of spoiling it for people. But you know. This part of his mouth needs to be going down further like this. There we go. Ugh. There's something wrong with that. Okay, let me just chop off this portion of his face. We're gonna make sure that face goes down, then loops around-ish. He has no throat. He doesn't have a tongue either. There's a lot of aspects of the Hoog that are missing. Well, I mean, based off of regular animal anatomy. That includes other things. In short, please no evil drawings of the Hoog. I have been threatened by friends with unsavory drawings of the Hoog and promises to make them. You know, scares me. Scares me. Yeah. Scares us all. Yes, exactly. Anybody in their right mind would be afraid of that. Because it's a fucking groundhog. Yeah, no. Like, furries can do their own thing with their own stuff, you know? But this guy's barely sentient as a character. Then on top of that, not necessarily other people's job to be... let me just say it. To draw porn of my, my creation. Anyhow. He has no thoughts behind his head. Exactly. Look at this fucking thing. Do you think that head has thoughts in it? Do you think this guy that I'm pointing at right now has thoughts in his head? On the emoji chopping block when Hoog Pog finishes? I'm not exactly sure. I've got a couple of, I mean, alright. What have we got? Let me just look through them. I've got happy, sad, learning, just staring at the viewer, and then staring at the viewer, but with malicious intent. Those are our Hoogs. I'm not sure. Either the first or the fourth. The first or the fourth of what? Like, Do you want me to redraw Hoog Yap? Because that's pretty existent already. Yap or you? You want me to redraw them? I mean, Yap is pretty consistent with what I've done. Maybe I could redraw Hoog you, but I also kind of like just hanging on to that. If one had to be replaced. Oh, I see. Well, yeah, no. Currently, I'd be getting rid of the ones that are just his face. So or not getting rid of. I'd just move those into the subscriber only section. So effectively getting rid of. People aren't subscribing to me. Dread included. Yeah, Dread and Hoog U would be the first to go, and then over time we'll just kind of push everything into the subscriber emotes to make room, because I can only have 5 follower emotes. It's hard limited at that. There's no way to get more. So, yeah. You can see a situation where you'd use Dread. I could see a situation where you could use all of these emotes. Why, I drew them. But you know. I just realized that Hoog Yap doesn't have the entirety of it in the white border. I need to fix that. Huh. Alright. So if it's like this, Spider Dance. Spider Dance. Get me pictures of Spider Dance. James Jonah Jameson. And it's me, James Ender Deej Jermison. Alright, now how big is his bottom jaw? It's hard to get a look at my previous drawings, because I'm pretty sure this is one of the only ones where you can actually see his bottom jaw. So I guess, for now, his bottom jaw is gonna be pretty thin. Like, even the ones where you're looking at him front on, you can't see the bottom jaw. So let's do this. Like so. Alright. But that feels too thin. Actually, wait, no. I know why it feels wrong. It's because his eyeball is too low down on his face. Your Rainworld brain rot has gotten significantly worse. That's kind of surprising, given that you haven't been playing Rainworld. Or I guess you might. I don't know if you've been playing Rainworld. That's something I can't really confirm or deny. Rainworld rot? You could just call it rain rot. I think it's been called rain rot. But you know. I suppose people have different reactions to withdrawal. You've been getting one of your friends through the game. Yeah, that'll do it. We do this. Okay, that's slightly better. They're currently at Saint. Oh, so you mean you were helping them get through the entire game? Damn. Well, hey, good on you, I guess. You're still on the rotund, boyo. Just beat his campaign. Come on. You just got to do it. Take it from me, an expert gamer. A most definitely expert gamer who is awesome and good at games. If I couldn't tell from the Discord, he likes the Gorm. Are they in the Discord? Yeah, I don't see anybody with like a picture of them. Oh, I see. Ah, okay, that. I see what you mean. Yeah. Chimney is too much for the rotund boy? Yes. Yes, it is. I remember trying to go through Chimney as Gourmand, and it was not fun. Yeah, I saw that message. I forget what I did. I might have gone down and around. I don't remember. No, I think I went through Chimney eventually. But I did give up on the game after trying to go through Chimney. I took a fairly long hiatus from playing Rain World after that. Actually, wait, no, I didn't. I just stopped playing Gourmand and started playing Rivulet. And then after I beat Rivulet, I went back to Gourmand, and he was easy. So I guess go play Rivulet. You're an ogre? Ah. Oh no. Okay, here, hold on. Guys, don't worry. I'll protect you from the ogre. Is the ogre dead? Did I get him? Bloons Tower Defense 4. Yep. This game was my childhood. Part of it. I think I played Bloons Tower Defense 3. How could you? I grew up on Flash games, so... You know. I grew up on a lot of things, but notably amongst them, Flash games. Alright, I feel like there's something wrong, because if I try to draw his neck in... Like, his neck isn't... His head isn't big enough. Oh, wait. Because he's unhinging his jaw. Normally, his jaw doesn't open nearly as much. Since it's going all the way down here, it's hiding more of the neck. So this is actually how big his neck should be. Okay. I confused myself. I mean, it's not really unhinging his jaw. He's open to... Like, he's opening it... He's just opening it to max size. Which I think is the definition of a pog. Just going like that. Normally his jaw isn't broken. You're going to your office? That like timed really well with the sparkle sound effect in the Bloons Tower Defense theme. Yeah! Yeah. Ah! Okay. Cheer time is over, folks. It's my stream now. It's in a restaurant. You don't own it. You just sneak in there and use it as your own. Ugh. As your own. Okay, hold on. Do you guys Guys freaking out about a chair? Let me get you a chair cam. Let me help you out here. This is a really zoomed in chair cam. Hold on. You get to see my sweater chair. There we go. Chair cam. Hold on. I cracked myself up. Forgot how good Rain World music is? This is Tamagotchi life. Also, what about this is political? In what capacity is this political? Ah, you're doing Rain World. You're not playing it, you're just doing it. You love Michael Jackson music? Of course you would. Fix this nose. Love Resident Evil music? I feel like we could make this a little bit more concise and just, like, all exclaim we like music. I feel like that might be a good way to just kind of get through all of the different opinions on music. You like Tifa? That's not music. That's a woman, I think. I don't remember, like, I don't remember everything about Resident Evil, but I'm fairly certain that's a woman, and not music. You like the passage music from Rain World? I had it in the previous playlist. We heard it briefly. It's a very short track. All right. Now, how do we make him look even more pogged out of his mind? What could I add? I guess, like, wide eyes? He doesn't really have eyelids. Or, well, I haven't really made use of eyelids on him. He has eyelids, but he doesn't make him into shadows. Thank you for your input, Mr. Ogre. I have no idea what that means. You know what? Actually, stretching out his eye like this makes him look a little bit more elated. Also makes him look a little more cartoony. Make his pupils dilated. That might actually be useful. That might actually be a useful bit of advice. It's kind of creepy looking. Give him the eye slit of a lizard. Lizard Hoog. You remember when you were Rain World Fan 247? I remember that as well. Wasn't that long ago. So this kind of just looks like he's overjoyed, which I suppose is also an emotion associated with Hoog. All right, let's try this pupil dilation thing that was recommended. Now, of course, his pupils are regularly the size of a human fist, so his pupils being dilated doesn't mean that much. But, yeah. It's like 2 months. I haven't been keeping track, so I wouldn't know off the top of my head. I could do this. Now it just looks stupid. That's awesome. Look at general. I'll take a look at general. Holy shit. That's so much Rain World. Surfin' Bird? The fuck is Surfin' Bird? What does that mean? Rain Whirl. Ray Whirl. Ray Whirl. All right, let me pull up some images of people pogging. Let me see if I can really pick out the details of a pog. Actually, we just hit an hour into the stream, so we are going to take a quick break. I will be back shortly. I accidentally opened the calculator app on my computer. We will be back shortly. right. We are back. Grabbed food. My headset is dying. 1 second. We're no longer back. Right. All right, there we go. Now I can put back on the music. There we go. All right, all is good. All is good. Got myself some food so I won't be starving to death. Who put an L lizard at the bottom of this pit? What does that mean? Eh? Eel, I see. Alright, so his face goes like that. So I can probably make that the bottom there. And there we go. Perfect. I'm not sure how much of the body I need to draw for this, because unlike the other, unlike a lot of the other emotes, this kind of focuses on the facial expression. It's mostly about the facial expression rather than like the body and the body language. Not a lot of body language associated with it. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna kind of cut it off at around the neck. Where's bro's ears? We'll get to that. He will have ears shortly. I can only do things one at a time, though. It's that over shoulder, pushes it upwards a little bit. Like that. Doesn't go that deep, though. You definitely use your... Well, the thing is, at this point, I'm, like... I'm 90% of the way through the actual, like, initial drawing stages. So it would only really be for like figuring out how to make the eyes look and stuff. And on top of that, the this Pog face actually helps a lot more because it is much closer to the face of the Hoog. A human face kind of it's a little more difficult to equate that to our long-faced man here. This has got to be one of the best. Actually, no, I'll say it. This is the best track from Minecraft's music. It's just so good. It's got everything. It's got emotion. It's got complexity. It's able to be listened to over and over again. It's got everything. At least for me. It's also got a nostalgia factor, because I remember listening to this while building in creative as a little baby. It's only a shame that you didn't get to hear it outside of creative mode. Alright, so let's go for like some dropped shoulders, because Pog is sort of personified, characterized by surprise and kind of a little bit of dumbfoundedness. So having that slight body language to show like they're really just like, huh? That, yeah, I think that'll work. Now I get to see about putting his ears on his head. There's a lot of things that annoy me about drawing the Hoog. One of the things I have spent so much time trying to work out how to draw consistently are his ears. Because they've got to like be partially obscured by his eyeball and maintain a certain amount of like area of which you can see them, otherwise they just kind of look like weird protrusions on his head. Like, that doesn't look like an ear. That just looks like a ball on the back of his head. So I gotta get it worked out correctly. One of the more difficult perspective things. I mean, that's an ear, but it's not ideal. Let's see if I can fix it up a bit. I do this and then stretch it out a bit. It looks exactly the same. Ah, it's tough. It's tough to get the ear looking right. Big ears. He can hear everything. Yes. If I do this, deselect it, reselect it. Good music. And I think I've successfully managed to replace the ear exactly as it was. God, okay. Let's try this a different way. He looks even more bald than he did before. Okay, I could do something with this. I didn't do something with it. Let's see. Okay, this'll maybe work. And we're back to where we started. Okay. I think I should just beef up the rear portion of the ear. Like that. Why does this have to be so annoying to draw? It doesn't look right at all. How did I draw this? What is this? How do I do it? How does one make an ear? this? There's something with this. Something to it that I'm missing. The unexpected trial and error the trial and error portion of art, where you just draw over and over again. Is it bad that you just noticed Solid Snake is gone? He's not gone. That's for sure. He's merely moved to a different location. And he's surprisingly well camouflaged. I can tell you right now, he's somewhere on the screen. In a way. He's there. Nope. There's only so many places he could hide. And I'll give you a hint. He's the exact same size that he was. Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't see me move him, considering that I did that and pointed it out as I was doing it. You're putting a burger in your air fryer? Maybe you should have paid a little bit closer attention, eh? There's a test at the end of the stream. Okay, so this ear is pretty good. I feel like if all I need to do is relocate it. Like that. Okay. I'll try just leaving it as this. Yeah. Good tracks. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I saw something and I got confused. But, I was mistaken as to what I was seeing. Okay. I should probably put some more Undertale music into my, playlists. If you guys have good recommendations, none of that shitty music, I say, is something that is completely, subjective. But, if anybody has any suggestions for specific tracks, from like Undertale or other games, send them in. Send them into the Discord, and I will see about getting them into this playlist. For the sake of your ears, so you don't have to listen to my own shitty music too long. Main theme from Stray? I haven't actually heard that. Oh, hey, talking about my shitty music. I think I made this like 2 years ago. Not the food, the music. Forest. That is in fact a forest, yep. Do you love wooden areas? Do you mean wooded areas or just any area that has wood in it? You live in the Northwest? I live in Quebec. Admittedly, not a very, like, forested part of Quebec. But I could literally just, like, take a car a kilometer away, and I'm in the forest. Oh. You know. Canada. Yeah. Okay. There is stuff to do here. I'm not sure exactly what it is. By the way, something that might not be readily apparent about that background image that I have for that song. That image was taken in Gary's mod. That's a screenshot that's straight out of Gary's mod. I don't think I edited it at all. I just it was like a combination of mods that I had. It was a map with a wooded area, and I had Storm Fox, which is a mod that adds weather to the game. It also adds dynamic skyboxes and stuff. And so I just set it to late in the day when it was nice and orange, and I took a screenshot of the forest. Incredibly convenient, Gmod. I've used it on multiple occasions to practice my perspective stuff. Like, throw a barrel against a wall and then draw what it looks like after it's fallen down kind of thing. Okay, I've almost got this. I say like like I've been trying a difficult level in a game. You love Stray? I haven't seen much of the game, actually. That's a game that I could see about getting, like, playing on stream. Because when usually, like, the games that people suggest to me to play are usually games that I've already seen the entirety of, because the people who watch me probably joined into the stream because they saw the game that I was playing. And they probably also like other games like those games that I am playing. All of that to say, I'm lucky enough to have not been spoiled very much on Stray. I know the very, very basics. His ear is too far down. I don't get it. I keep on, like, getting it barely and then fucking it up somehow. You played through Stray 3 times? Damn. Is it really that good? There is only one non-roguelike game that I have played through multiple times. There is only one game that I've done that for. And it's a VR game called Into the Radius. You saw me attempt, or you might have seen me attempt to play the sequel to it on stream before my computer died. You're waiting for Stray to go on sale for at least 50%. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Stray's insanely expensive for some reason. Like, let me double check this. It's like $40, right? Stray. Yeah, it's $40. Hold on. I may have found something. Is this is this the stray that you guys are talking about? Let me can I capture this specific window? Okay, you know what? No, I'll just pull back up Krita, and I'll take a screenshot of this and put it up on the screen. It's really good. It's good. You got Stray on sale. Yeah, that makes sense. So when you're talking about Stray, you mean this, right? Stray? I mean, it looks pretty high quality. And it's about a cat, I think. Is that a cat or is that a raccoon? No, presumably it's a cat. I'll look into this game. I'll see about I'll see about playing it on stream sometime. All right. Not the RoboCat game, you know. What do you mean? Of course it is. All right. So we got that. Let's just give him his other shoulder. I said let's give him his other shoulder. Come on. Good enough. All right. Gotta quickly save. I'd reckon that's about good. It's pretty well done. Well, not done, but the design is there. Try this. Now, here's the moment of truth, though. Does this look like a Pog? How do these two images stack up? It does? All right. I mean, it's pretty similar. All things considered. All right, let me do this and then have his arm kind of go off of the edge of the screen. Same over here. There we go. And then we can just take a box and chop out the parts that aren't needed. Go like that. Might also want to move this. Actually, no, I don't need to. Pretty good. All right. Thank you. All right, let's just do this. Additionally, I'm actually gonna quickly. So I'm gonna leave this here for now. This specific image. What I am going to do before I end the stream is I am going to go fix that mistake I just realized the Hoog Yap image has. Okay, this shoulder needs a little bit more distance, I think. Or a little more angle? Needs something. Somebody. Okay, that's better. Get rid of that stuff. Scoot by that. There we go. Is his nose too long? Let me just... Okay, so I'm gonna save. Let me check. If I scoot this in just a tiny bit. Not a lot, just a little. Just a little bit. Okay. Then if I go and erase the artifacting and stuff around the edges. Yeah, that looks better. It was just a little too long, I think. His nose. Nothing else. I love being a dumbass. It's great. I guess it isn't his nose, it's his, like, snout? What is this? What is this section of the face? Like, what is this from here to here called? Because it's not the nose. Alright. So I will save that. And then let me go grab... Actually, I have it right here. I have this. And I'm pretty sure if I just quickly hit this... Yep, that's the same image. That's the same crop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Not crop it. I'm going to get this, select a square of it. I am then going to take it away. I'm going to create a new file. Going to paste it. There we go. Gonna get rid of this green. There we go. Get rid of the, or not get rid of the background. I need to make the background black. There we go. And now need to do duplicate that. Oh, I see the problem. There needs to be a little bit of black here. Like so. To kind of cut off that edge there. Now there is a tiny bit of green around the edges, and I'm not sure how to get rid of that in any easy way. The time to just hit it with the edge of the eraser tool. Shit. There's probably a tool to do this easier. I don't have it though. At some point in the future, it'd probably be a good idea for me to very legally acquire Adobe Photoshop. Because that would make some of these later edits a lot easier. Right. Now, I don't think I can just go over it with the white border. Sadly. Not how it works. Unless it is. Let me think on it for a second. You know what? There is a better way for me to do this. I'm just gonna go over it with black again. And fill out the outline here. because the outline is shoddy after it being, like, repeatedly posted and then saved and posted again and so on. So we can fix that. Hopefully that will lead to better things. There's also some green on the inside there, which is kind of weird. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Now, luckily, with the way that I draw, it can kind of just pass as part of the drawing style when I have little bumps and stuff in the outline. So I can be a little lenient with myself here. Like if I do this, it isn't gonna like turn heads kind of thing. It'll all look kind of just like it's part of the style. And now let's go over this. A little bit of green. This. Take some of that. And have one of these. And take that. Uppercut. Other fighting words. The old dick twist. Hit him with the old dick twist. That. I should probably revisit Oxygen Not Included again. It's a good game. I always end up getting overwhelmed, like, halfway through it. Not even halfway through it. I get overwhelmed immediately. But, I always enjoy playing it, despite constantly getting overwhelmed. Alright. Got a little bit of extra gunk in here. Little green. Let's fix that up real quick. Now, there's some things that are definitely, like, it's not a bother. I don't have to fix it. But I'm a bit of a perfectionist sometimes. Which doesn't really work well with how lazy I am in how I do stuff and draw stuff. Alright, we will... No, we won't crop it. Instead, I need to go in, duplicate this. What is this layer? It's nothing. It's just an extra layer. Alright. Now I take the bucket tool, grow 9 pixels, I believe is what I usually do. And you just go like so. And now if I take... Let me just compare it against another emote. Hoog sad. Get Hoog sad in here. Size it down so that it's the same. Alright, yeah, that's the correct size of white border. Now all I have to do is gonna take these 3, merge them together, and put it all towards the center. Then I'm gonna crop the canvas. Call it 200 by 200. How small is that? That's actually insanely small. Let's go 900 by 900. That'll give it a little bit more wiggle room. Okay. Now we know that. Do the same thing. You guys can't even see this. I just realized because I'm not sharing my entire screen. Okay. If I do this, crop it, resize canvas, and just make it even more consistent, even smaller. Well, I got it a little bit better. All right, let's move stuff around. All right, we can probably chop off a few more pixels off the sides. I just gotta make sure that it doesn't end up like chopping off bits of the Hoog himself, because that'd be annoying. Okay, that's a little too small. Resize it. Back up. A little bit more. We've almost got it. It's almost there. Gotta go. Gotta do the thing. It'll be good. Okay, there we go. So now, if I'm correct, everything should be within this little border. He's visible. He's good. Okay. I will now save this. Oh, wait, hold on. Now, I will save it as Hoog Yap, and I'll put it into the stream things. Right. All right. Now if I go in here, grab that, put it there, grab those, put them there. Oh, damn it. I did it dumbly. I did bad. Because I'm stupid. Alright. Let's remedy this. God, I'm kind of stupid. Instead of doing that, I could have just yanked this in. Ooh, boy, that's low resolution. Let me grab this. Try to line it up. I'm doing non-standard Hoog practices here. Wait, this is the same size. He's just more stretched out on that one. Oh, okay. In that case, this is much easier than I thought it would be. I just do this. Maybe not that stretched out. But we can do it like so. And center it. That's centered, right? There we go. Now we're good. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're shrimps on the Barbie. Now we're alas poor Yorick. We're getting it. We're getting it. Alas poor Yorick. Those there. I made a mistake. I kept the background on. Let me resave it. There we go. All right. So finally, after many a trial and tribulation, I can fix the Hoog thing. Very, very good. All right, so I'm gonna emotes. This you can't see it, but there's a lot of junk on my screen right now. I gotta take away Hoog Yap. So you're no longer gonna have it. I know, sad day. Boo-hoo and all that. But you will have it back in like half a second. Something's wrong with this. Is there something wrong with this? Something feels wrong. Oh. No, nothing's wrong. My brain's off. Yeah, I definitely need to take a break after this. I need to take a good long nap if I want to keep going. So we will call this Hoog Yap. That all good. Upload. And now, hello, welcome back. Now, if I reload Twitch, is everyone dead? People haven't really been talking, but that's not a bother. All right, reload chat. And let's see. Where is it? Excuse me? Twitch? Oh, it needs to be vetted first. Alright, well, we'll have Hoog Yap shortly. By shortly, I mean whenever Twitch happens. Alright, well. Most of them are dead. Makes sense. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Okay. Also, people are just doing things and have me on in the background. Fair enough. I'm gonna end the stream a little early. Actually, it's been a 2-hour-long stream. Oh. Yippee. So it's been a reasonable stream, but yeah, I need to go rest my noggin. So, thanks again, everybody, for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.